What's up, party people? This is B. Welcome to my daily scroll. I've been down and feeling ill, but you know what? I can't sleep, so let's watch some vids.
I need help. Okay, so I thought this was dust for like a week. And then if you look really closely, it turns out that they're little tiny bugs. And I'm freaking out because they're literally everywhere in my kitchen. And I'm cleaning everything. I'm wiping everything down with hot water with bleach in it, hoping it'll do it. I've wiped everything down like every single day for over a week, and they just keep coming back stronger than ever the next day. And I don't know what to do. Help me! It's so gross. They're on the alcohol bottles. They're on the counter. Look, you can see them moving.
Wow.
They're on the supplement bottles. They're on the walls. See all those little moving dots? These little fuckers. They like to gather on the corners. Does anyone know what these are? Please tell me.
No. You get the hell out of the apartment. You call your landlord and you say, hey, I don't know what's going on, but you need to deal with this issue or I'm out of here. Because I'm not sticking around. Please.
So this USB cable right here cost me over 350,000 naira. The question is why? This is just an ordinary cable that you can plug into your iPhone and it charges the phone. But this is not just an ordinary USB cable. This is actually a hacking tool. So at this point of the USB is a mini computer and a Wi-Fi access point that can be accessed from another device or from another computer. First of all, what can you do with a cable like this? This cable is equipped with keystroke injection attack, which means I can give you this cable, you plug on your phone will be charging. I can use my own phone or my own laptop and connect to your phone via the Wi-Fi access point on this device, and I can download apps on your phone. I can use your phone and open any application. I can even steal the passwords that are saved on your Chrome browser or any application on your device. The most dangerous part is that this device right here has a keylogger built into it, and the keylogger here can save up to 650,000 entries in the memory that is inside this device. So how did this cable come about? Initially, these cables were being sold by the NSA for $20,000. How did we know? That information was actually contained in a leaked NSA memo. And so after that memo went public, people started making these cables and selling them. And these cables come in all forms, type A, type C, even Lightning like this one. And here's the funny thing, it works on both iOS and Android seamlessly. So the next time somebody buys you a USB cable as a gift, if I were you, I would think twice before I use it. This means it is better you carry your own USB cable and be going around. Even borrowing somebody's USB cable to charge your device, you are at risk.
You can't trust anything or anybody, can you? I mean, what the hell? Damn.
Is a Cybertruck really worth 100K? Have you ever seen a rim break off like this?
Alright, I'll show y'all a Cybertruck. I don't know what type of steel they made, if it's some type of special alloy or something, but it's almost like cinder block, it crumbles.
What type of metal are they using on these rims?
This one broke off with the lugs and stuff still attached. It almost broke off in a perfect circle.
Y'all better be careful.
I'm pretty sure that they're not supposed to break off in a perfect circle like that. That is so weird.
Yeah, that's a major
I wonder
flaw.
if it's a defect.
Follow us on Unanswered Universe on YouTube.
Samantha is going to try for her first time to actually knock me out using just the sound and the energy projection.
Sit him up. Get behind me, for me. Thank you.
You should be able to see that the pupils are actually dilated as a result of the initial push, the energy push.
Please. Come on. They should be ashamed of themselves. Come on. You expect somebody to believe this malarkey? The girl just went, yeah, right. Okay.
So let me guess. Y'all just gonna let these people play in your face? You're gonna let these people move the timeline, play in your face, and not say anything about it? When has the Thanksgiving ever been on the 28th or towards the end of the month? It's always been on the third Thursday of the month. So they can move a date, move a holiday, and people are so distracted by things in this country that don't matter, to where they don't even notice the slight difference in the timeline. In the comment section, let me know, when has the Thanksgiving ever come this late?
I agree. It shouldn't be this late. And I thought it was kind of weird too on the last week of November. That's kind of strange. But does it matter? I don't think anybody cares, really.
Bro, check this shit out. So that guy down there is a 2,000-pound Hereford bull. That's a breeding bull. It's probably worth between $6,000 and $7,000, but worth way more in terms of the semen it could produce to get other animals pregnant. So like 100 grand maybe this farmer lost. And that animal was drained entirely of all of its blood. So a 2,000-pound animal has about 8.5 gallons of blood. So 8.5 gallons of blood completely drained from it. Nutsack, scrotum, anus, and tongue taken out with surgical precision. Surgical tools were used to take it out. Drained all the blood, took out some vital organs, and zero blood around the body, around the carcass, no tire tracks, no marks anywhere. The owner of this ranch drove around with his wife in concentric circles all over the property, all over near the animal. Couldn't find anything. Weirdest part about that to me though is that there was no cleanup crew. The buzzards didn't show up. No bugs eating the carcass. It smelled rotten, they said, but weird because not like you come upon a rotten carcass rotten. This was in 2020 in Oregon. Now, I think this would be a great inaugural podcast topic. Two cattle farmers talking about how this shit is impossible. I have no idea how to explain that.
Imagine a giant egg-shaped rock like this, which is standing at a 10 feet height from the ground level. You cannot even touch it, and it looks shiny and smooth like an egg. But a few centuries ago, because of an earthquake, a stone door cracked and fell down. Only then, the locals realized that it had a chamber inside. The door was so well made, and it was perfectly fit in the doorway, that nobody could even recognize it was a door. They had to put a ladder and climbed up, and this is how they discovered this chamber. No one knows when this chamber was originally created. There are no inscriptions pointing to the origin of this chamber. Imagine a giant egg-shaped rock like this.
They didn't even show what was inside the chamber. Didn't even tell you what's inside of the chamber. What a useless story. Oh.
Few centuries ago.
Did he spot truck tire marks on the moon?
Well, a couple of interesting photographs here. We'll just pull this image up here. This is the rover tire. This is what a rover tire track looks like. Then we come along and we're gonna pull this one up.
It's not the same track.
There's two tread patterns here. One's a pure block pattern and the other one is a diamond pattern. So I looked up some industrial tire tracks. There's very much the pattern that you're looking at there. That tire right there is going to produce that one there. It's more like that, a little closer together. That's what you're looking at. And this is Apollo 17.
Yeah, those are two distinct tire tracks.
Two completely distinct tire tracks, when the only thing that could be making the track is making a chevron pattern. And neither one of those is a chevron pattern, not even close.
No.
These are the actual photographs here, right there from Apollo 17.
Facts. Monkeys made their grand exit from the Alpha Genesis facility. It's a biomedical research program. What can go wrong, right?
43 monkeys escaped a research center.
Basically holding a monkey jailbreak. Probably a ringleader, right? Probably some alpha male giving off like Jack Nicholson vibes.
All right, here's the deal. I paid off the guard. I slid him a banana to look the other way. Then I picked the locks and got my crew out. Now it's time to f shit up.
What you're seeing here is water memory. You can do this experiment yourself just by showing an image to water for around 30 seconds and then freezing the water, and you will see a reflection of the image you showed it. This proves that water holds memory, it has consciousness. This is because water can change its structure depending on the vibrations it comes into contact with. This is where things start to get a bit crazy with words. Placing the word schizophrenia in water and then freezing it shows this image of a double-faced person. This proves that water is intelligent and is reacting to vibrations of the words. Now that you understand this concept, what do you think happens when you are drinking Monster Energy, or with cans which imprinted the word of death? You are drinking crystallized water with the imprinted vibration of death. You are filling 70% of your body, which is water, with the vibration of death. Tap water is mixed with sewage and all sorts of toxins inside of these facilities. Although they may remove some of the toxins from the water, the crystallized vibration of this water is still very bad. The ancients didn't just build beautiful water fountains for no reason. They had a purpose of moving the water so that it restructures the vibration of the water. Water is basically the internet of the earth. It has consciousness and intelligence. This is why you should never place your car keys or your phone next to your water. The energy codes in my bio will allow you to place codes underneath water and then drink it.
You know the only difference in steam and ice is the state of vibration of the water or the H2O. Do you know the only difference in where you are versus where you want to go is your state of vibration? Do you know that everything to get you there is already here? And it always has been. Do you know when you take an idea and you impregnate it over and over again, you impregnate that idea into one cell. When you impregnate that idea into the cell, that cell is dividing 1 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8. And the process goes on at the rate of 50,000 cells per second. And the more and more you act on it, even though you don't feel good about it, but you work with the idea, you start to develop this change in vibration. But what is really happening is you're impregnating the cells with the characteristic or the idea. What we need to do is we need to constantly think about where we're going, what we want to do, and we start to increase our level of thinking by vibration, and we begin to attract thoughts of a like nature that'll move us in that direction.
You are buying a house? Zip it. You are purchasing a car? Zip it. You are going on a vacation? Zip it. You are going to get your degree? Zip it. You got promoted? Zip it. You have a good man? Zip it. You have a good woman? Zip it. 99% of the time, the reason that our dreams don't come true when they are supposed to is because we open our mouth too soon to the wrong people at the wrong time. You were wrong to share your successes with people who claim to be your friends. Envy and jealousy are enough for people to feed off and tear you down. So zip your mouth. Most of your friends want to see you do well, but never better than them. And remember, even family members have hidden envy, but they can't stop what God has for you.
Message. Message.
The best information that we have available to us to this point suggests that these drones are coming from offshore, that when we try to make contact with them, they become evasive.
So last night I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. We had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water. Followed right behind them.
Elusive. And it is clear that these are vehicles. They can come down from over 80,000 feet from space down to the very surface of our oceans in 0.7 of 1 second. And they go beneath the ocean and they travel at over 100 miles an hour underwater.
They're in every body of water. They're in every ocean. They're in every almost lake, river system, small reservoirs frequently. And what I find is these objects are able to operate in water in ways that we don't really have any official ability to do.
Water. Yeah, this thing is creepy, man. What the hell?
I think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually been studied in detail. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
I figured it out. I figured out why our military is not shooting down these drones. Have you been wondering, what the hell is our military doing? These drones are flying over our nuclear power plants, our military bases, all of our most valuable assets, our airports, etc. What are they doing? Why have they not fired one shot at these drones? Well, I think I got it. And it is terrifying. So, warning, if you don't want to know, again, now's the time to scroll. I've been wondering about this, but it didn't click until today when I saw this.
Why can't we just track where they go to? Seemingly they're going out to sea to something, a ship.
Did you catch what he said? These drones are coming from and flying back to the ocean each night, and they are going into the ocean. This is why we can't track them. That answers riddle number one. Now, what checks all the boxes for what's been happening for the past 2 weeks up until now? What would be a reasonable reason why we aren't firing on these drones? Well, if you take away the bullshit that they're trying to feed us about, we don't know what they are. And you know what? Even though they're flying over all of our shit, don't worry about it. They're not hurting anybody. We're just gonna let them go. I don't believe that, and I don't think you do either. I mean, it's amazing how stupid these people think we are. I believe, then, that it's one of 3 reasons. Number 1, our technology can't compete with theirs. We know they're there. Our government knows that's them, E.T. We can't shoot them down. We don't have the technology to compete with this, to shoot them out of the sky. Now, I don't personally believe that's true. I think we do have the technology, which brings us to reason 2. We know they're there. Our government knows they are there. And we have had an agreement with them. It is a nonviolent agreement. We don't fire upon each other. I believe our government knows what they're doing. Our government knows what they're doing right now. And actually, even if they don't know exactly what it is they're doing, they're still allowing it because of this agreement. Now, there is another potential reason. This one is the most terrifying of them all. Our government knows they're there. We had an agreement with them, but they've gone rogue. Whatever it is they're doing, it isn't sanctioned. It isn't okay with our government. But our government, our military, does not want to fire on them because they do not have interest in starting a war with beings that would wipe us out. This would explain why we are literally sitting by and watching them, doing nothing. Unfortunately, that checks all the boxes. I hope I'm wrong.
Sure, everyone's heard about the drones flying over New Jersey and New York, but did you hear the details about it? 1, these things are the size of cars or small SUVs. 2, as they fly over the top of houses and other cars, the clocks change time. I have a couple of friends in New Jersey, as these things flew over their house, their microwaves, their stoves, they all changed time. And the cars, as they drive over the top of the cars, they're changing time. Now here's the other crazy part. I saw another video where this person attempted to fly a drone of their own up towards these drones to get a better look at it. But as soon as they tried to take the drone and launch it, the batteries went from 100% charged to 100% dead. Like that. Somebody actually managed to get a drone up in the air, and as it got close, the battery just died and fell out of the sky. I've also seen a F-150, a video of an F-150 jet chasing one of these things, and this thing took off on that jet and disappeared at speeds that made it look like the jet was sitting still.
If that is true, and this drone outmaneuvered or had a faster speed, faster than a jet, then that means this is definitely not a foreign drone. This is not a drone of our technology. This is a drone that is of a known origin. They better figure it out. They better figure it out. Something's happening. You ready?